It's been a long while since I've spoken about Zilliqa. Yes, let's do it. So hi everyone, welcome to the channel. If you are new, please do subscribe, hit the bell button, leave a like, and obviously a comment. Hi, hope you are good. Zilliqa community, I hope you're well. So it's been a while since I did my 10x video, not too long ago, essentially. Well, 3-4 weeks ago maybe. It's done very well since. We're on that journey, I believe, and we are still in a very, very good place. I said in that video, I believe we're going to go to $1.80, give or take, and we're going to do some normal price analysis of what it's doing now, upcoming events, and some interesting information that I want to kind of get out on my channel. So let's go for it. Now, yes, I bought into Zilliqa a long time ago. Yes, congratulations if you got in as well. And personally, I still think it's got a lot to go. Technically, 2.3 billion for what it is. We could still be seeing 10 billion plus for this asset alone, in my opinion. First thing we need to look at is total market cap. What is happening in terms of the market? Kind of wanting to debate this a little bit. I put it on my Twitter. Make sure you follow me. And I believe that this is what's kind of happening right now. If we're looking at the previous bull market, it was 777 days, give or take, right? Bear market, roughly 770 days, roughly, give or take. If we're looking at this level now, I did it just before that. I think actually maybe a bit longer than that. I kind of believe that break of this structure on the weekly time frame. So you can see here we've got this. Obviously, you got this lower high, lower high, lower high, right? Kind of a structure break. This is kind of when it breaks above it, give or take around June 2020. So maybe a bit longer, right? So I believe that we're going to go a lot longer in terms of a bull market. That's my overall opinion. Whether you take that as advice or not, I don't care. But there's a lot of YouTubers going out there saying, oh, it's going to end in September. What? Whereas I've seen people tweet about this saying that the bull market started here in December 2018, which would only give us a 270-day bear market, which seems a bit unrealistic in my opinion. So I believe we started here. That's my overall opinion, right? Not financial fact or advice. That is my opinion, my viewpoint. No timestamps, by the way. Just sorry, don't care. Anyways, moving on. So if this is going to happen at rough kind of estimates and guesstimates of dating, we're looking at least a June 2020, May end of. It might run longer. It might run longer. It might not run as long. But when people are saying that it's going to end in, say, September of this year, I can't see it being only 500 days, personally. I just think it's going to go a little bit longer than that. That's my overall opinion, though. Anyways, Zilliqa, should we look at it? Let's go for it. So I want to talk a little bit more about growth. It is growing. The ecosystem's getting bigger, better, faster, stronger. It's a part of a song, I know, but it's doing its stuff, right? This is what we want. As you can see here, transactions are really starting to filter quite high up, and there's some very, very big ambitions to get this even higher. New addresses going up even higher as well. Volumes pretty decent throughout. Obviously, the staking side of it, yeah, we'll look at staking in a minute. Everything's going well. Everything is going perfectly well. And as I mentioned, staking, there's still 4.6 billion in lockup right now, which is still pretty incredible considering the fact we are in a bull market, in my opinion. So life's good. Life's good being a Zilliqa holder right now, and it's going to get better and better. Now, the ecosystem's getting bigger too. Looking at the ecosystem, the amount of transactions overall on ZilSwap is getting bigger. This is before a very, very big event, which I will talk about in a minute. You got Zoro and you got ZilPay slowly getting there, right? It's going to take time to adopt, but there's all kinds of stuff here. So unstoppable domains, package portals getting very, very popular. My Telegram group, by the way, link below, is like the Royal Mail. It is scan this, scan that. Crazy. Everyone's on it. It's crazy. I've not done it yet, but I might check it out very, very soon. You got Dragonzilla, Ocean Rumble, and Superplayer. So the transactions are starting to grow, but this is relatively new and it's starting to grow very, very well. As you can see, the exchanges starting to grow and other things happening over time. But as I say, this is a unbelievably complex and very, very efficient blockchain, okay, in terms of how it works, in terms of the sharding capability. And when we start talking about other stuff in terms of this as well, yes, it's growing. It's going to grow even more very, very soon, in my overall opinion. Why do I say this? It's because mid Q2, so give or take in the next month or two, we are going to be looking at a potential testnet version of an Ethereum bridge. Now, what does this mean? Well, I've explained this in previous videos. When we're seeing these transactions here, this is purely just using Zilliqa network, their protocol. If you add Ethereum to that mix, i.e. you can send Ethereum tokens, which by the way, how many tokens are in Zilliqa? A lot. How many tokens are in the ecosystem of Ethereum though? Mega lots, basically. There's loads of them. There's so much more versus Zilliqa. To leverage the Zilliqa platform to send and transmit and do all kinds of blockchain tasks using that network for Ethereum-led tokens, ERC20 tokens as an example here, it's going to change the whole dynamic of how much processing power and transactions and volume and all kinds of token flow through the Zilliqa network will become. Everything will go turbo, in my opinion. Everything will increase. The transactions will increase. The volume will increase. The burns will increase in that scarcity factor. It's going to get very interesting very fast. So that's one very important factor. The reason why I'm kind of excited about it is because Ethereum's expensive and we're still going to be in that Ethereum world of very high fees for a good, probably another year or so, in my opinion, the way it's going to go. So it's going to be interesting. So in terms of price analysis, this is what we've got. This is on the log scale. I will most likely just, I'll take it off. So that's what we look like, right? Very, in my opinion, very exciting. We've broke out, and I mentioned this about 3-4 weeks ago. The next big move is going to go towards all-time high. We are very close to an all-time high level, but we do need to look at what could happen post all-time high as well, in my opinion. So if we're going to do some very simple weekly analysis, let's just go from this point here, okay, to this top and where it kind of retraced down to, which was a 382. The extension level is in and around where this all-time high level is. I personally believe we're going to be going way beyond this into 27 cents at some point, and obviously we've got the problem of blue sky breakouts, i.e. price discovery mode. Where can it go? Well, we don't know. That's the thing. And I want to explain something to you that I feel that people are missing completely. I don't want to worry too much about the cent value. And you know this, what's going to come next in terms of this video. We're going to go over to the BTC chart, which I feel is majorly undervalued still for Zilliqa. So we're looking at this thinking, yeah, cool, if it breaks out of that, breaks out of there. Psychologically, people are going to go, oh, it's breaking all-time high, let's go for it. Boom, right? But realistically, this is still undervalued. This is disgusting. So this is Zilliqa. This is Zilliqa in the BTC pair. You can see here in January 2019, it was 666 sats, the devil's number. That is a potential price target. You can see it all the way down here in July 2018. It was 1,261 Satoshi levels. And even higher and even higher. I don't have to tell you this is eggs here. So when we start looking at this and zoom in on it, we have finally broken out and we are starting to create a nice level structure. Now, if we're looking at very simple sort of levels, if we're going to go from this low, essentially, to this high even here, we pulled back very aggressively into this level, and then we took off, right? We didn't even close in terms of below the 618 levels, and off we go. We are currently at a level top in terms of a resistance level at 392 Satoshis, give or take. I still feel we're going to go a bit higher than this, and we could. But the one thing that is obviously apparent as well, we can look at a few things. We could essentially just do this from this top to this bottom. Where can we go? Well, personally, I think 432 sats is going to happen at some point, but I also think a lot higher as well. All these levels of structures have confluence with it. And when you start looking at, let's just say from this current price range right now to this level, that could be another 50% gain. If you're adding another 50% on top of the current cent price, it's going to get very interesting very quickly. So when we're talking cent price here, 21 cents, half it, then add it on top, it's a good chunk. It's going to give price discovery mode, all-time highs. People are going to get very excited. But when you start zooming out and looking at the fact of, well, where has this been? Well, you may well find that this could go to extension levels, and it has confluence with certain ranges. If I take, the wick on that level is pretty much on the nose there. Where it stops and turns around on these wicks as well, turns around perfectly. So what is to stop it from doing, say, 193%? Let's just say 2x from here, easily, potentially. And that isn't even the top on the BTC chart. Now, I said and in a passing comment yesterday, don't look at things like theta because it's already done these parabolic scaling moves on both pairs. You want to look for the ones that have not done it on BTC, but look good on USD because of said certain environmental issues, i.e. price breakouts, BTC being high, and blue sky breakouts into all-time high discovery mode. This is going to happen very, very soon, in my opinion, and this has got a long way to retrace. We're talking here 193% there. It has been a lot higher. Look at the all-time high physically on a body closure from the 14th of May, one day before my birthday, remember it. And that is scary when you think about it, the fact that it has been all the way at 2,513 cents. We're currently at 363 right now. If that is the top to happen, by the way, 7x money basically 7x, right? Let's just talk about it that way. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, that's $1, right? So we could easily, in my opinion, add a couple more, which will give it to $1.80, give or take. So that's what I think. So 2 times 7, think of that as a number and then put it into currency. That is the top, in my opinion. We could obviously break through that top, we know that. But if we're looking at retracing that entire move, that is the potential there. Potential, remember. So we're talking about Zilliqa here, maybe, as I said at the start of the video, 10 billion plus as an asset. Easily, in my opinion, the way it works. Add the Ethereum bridge, add all the other companies bolting onto it and the way it's growing and how it's kind of leads in certain ways in terms of sharding capability. It's really, really good. So yeah, we need to walk before we run. But ultimately, the path is there. If this bull market is going to last a lot longer than we feel, you may well find that Zilliqa might be one of the top 20 coins in the future. So it's pretty exciting. And I'm pretty happy. So enjoy. And this, by the way, is pretty realistic.